some fun setups, hopefully.
Okay, so we got the DDD again. Seems like this is some kind of a pattern here around. On the other side, we do have... I'm going to give you a hint. Yeah, you go. We're going to have... Oh, Peach. Peach against DDD.
Ooh, Peach against DDD. This is an interesting matchup because DDD has stuff,
a big body, you mean?
But when Peach gets a hit, Peach hits home. And that's bad for DDD. But when Peach is off stage, DDD actually has pretty good setups to kill her, I think.
Yeah.
Because she's kind of slow at getting back on stage, which is what DDD likes. Because DDD takes a moment to set up the edge guards, and if a character has a slow recovery, like Peach, it's going to be nice for DDD to get that time to set up for those edge guards and ledge traps.
All the characters that could be annoyed by the edge guard, to edge guard a Peach. I mean, DDD sure has one of the upper hands there. However, he needs to be wary because if the setups from Uuit on the stage are well done and well executed, he's not going to be there for a good time. Already, I mean, for now, 50% on both sides. He's doing well. He's holding well.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing with Peach is that when Peach gets hit, it's really hard for DDD to retaliate because Peach has some of the best shield pressure in the game, and DDD has some of the worst out of shield options in the game. So if Peach gets close, DDD's screwed. So Jupe is going to want to keep the spacing up and control the stage as much as possible because situation like this is going to be pretty hard. So yeah, down tilt like that going to be really valuable. And here we go. Here's the edge guard ledge trap situation. We're going to get that Gordo.
As you were saying again, he's taking so much time to get in there that Jupe can't just send his Gordos and try to react to the option that Uuit is going to decide. Yeah, good crown hit here. It's going to cover his recovery, but yeah, again, you need to be wary of this automatic side B you want to go to as DDD, because if Uuit managed to sneak in and go for the backers, the whole situation is going to be reversed. See again here, he went for the side B in a kind of an safe positioning and got punished for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is going to be the matchup. It's going to be very polarizing. Either DDD is going to have the upper hand and Peach is going to have a hard time getting back to center, or it's the other way around. And you're not going to have a lot of in between. Spacing like this is going to be very much in the minimal.
And the Uuit discovered that the crown is maybe a good tool in the current set because, and here again punishing the aggressive option on Jupe to get off the ledge. Not going to be enough, and here is the setup. Some was worry off in the current matchup because
that was 0 to 76.
You were talking about a big penguin.
Stinky. Oh, that was rough.
Yeah, now imagine if it was a Stitch face. So now, no luck on the turnips on the side of Uuit, only normal turnips, and I guess from the moment I would say there's going to be a bomb on the Mr. Saturn.
Yeah, and as much as 100% seems very intimidating, it is DDD, and DDD is pretty hard to kill, especially with a pretty good recovery that he has. So
I think
this matchup is a lot going to be just DDD trying to survive at these really high percentages.
Sure, a DDD at 120% is not a dead DDD, it's a DDD at nearly full rage, and this is what you need to be wary of. I mean, you've seen already the few penguins we had in bracket this morning. This is going to be a staple, I think, of these matchups, because every time you will have one penguin fuming, you need to be wary of every interaction.
Absolutely.
Again for high recovery, and he's now going to respect the option. Never mind, I guess. Okay, good butt hits, but not going to connect. Love the reverse grab.
Even though Jupe is currently behind, the DDD game plan really revolves around making a comeback. So what you do is the first maybe few stocks or even games, you try to download your opponent. And once you have them downloaded, that's when you're starting to make that comeback. So even if a DDD is down, this is where they're kind of supposed to be.
Yes, but he needs to be wary again of those spacing, because whenever he's too close, there's going to be a back from the side of Uuit to punish his landings. Yeah, good catch with the command grab. He's going to give him the space control and the advantage on the stage. And at the moment I say that, he's... Oh! Okay, but his speech we're talking about, there's no issue.
Oh, never mind.
Never mind, indeed.
Doesn't get the turnaround on the up B, and that is going to be Jupe with 176%. Managing to make a bit of a comeback here. Yeah, that's
I mean,
gonna do it.
even at 200%, you need to die sometime.
Yeah, that is gonna do it.
No luck yet on the turn. It's from the for UIT here, but a good combo again. Only 40%, that's not as much as we've seen before. And now what?
Ooh,
now
surely
what?
not again, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
For me once, shame on me. For me twice, shame on. I don't know. I don't know the adage. Okay, good crown hit again. Again, same situation we had before. A lot of percents on the side of Jupe, but still not dead.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing with Peach DDD, as we saw. It's like as soon as Peach gets a hit at 0, it's straight to 70. But getting the kills themselves can be a bit hard. Since Peach doesn't have those setups, you just kind of have to rely on hitting a forward air or back air.
I do agree. Again, this is the, let's say, the pitch tax. You need to get those 50%, 60% going, because this is maybe the only setup you got in the whole stock before, as you were saying, relying on those nair and those back end to get a kill early before. Okay, again, stage control great. Now some edge guard. What is going to do? The turnip, not that much. Again, going for the back airs and the face. He wants to get the kill quickly because he knows what happened at the last stop. The back air is going to get the stage control. Is it going to be enough? Will it be... Oh! Good counter here. If he goes to that again, maybe he could get a kill early. Again, 200% now.
Oh,
seriously?
that turn? No,
no. Please don't do that.
Ooh, forgot to release the up B. Yeah, the timing on that can be slightly hard, because if you do it too early, you get punished. And, but yeah,
what was interesting? UIT was actually covering the good timing with that turnip.
True.
And
so
what happened was he wanted to keep the armor to avoid getting knocked back by the turnip.
Yeah.
And he needed to be like 1-2 frame perfect in order to get to the ledge before falling. So
yeah, it was a tight timing.
Yeah, it was tight.
It was a tight timing for sure. And
close game nonetheless.
Close
you
game,
said it could go one way or the other, like I mean, a landslide from one way or the other. In the end, it was quite tense up to the end.
Yeah. Meant that as in, like, there's a lack of neutral. It's just ledge trapping mostly.
True. And that's maybe the issue he faced at the end, because yes, it was going back and forth up to the last stock, but like the last interaction lasted like 1 minute. He didn't get out of the ledge for like 47 seconds or something.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is very hard for DDD to get up. Like, you have mix-up options. Like, you have all those jumps, which are a fantastic way to mix up your landing. But yeah,
that's a good tax.
If you don't get that landing mix-up.
No, again, this is maybe the problem, the issue when you have like one of the lowest drifts, if I'm correct, of the game. So, and the dot face, finally getting some luck on the turnips.
I like that up B, because that seemed to be like the point, but didn't get the hitbox. Unfortunate.
Did you just have the dot face into a stage face?
I think so.
So what? What's next? A bomb? Okay.
It's gonna be a regular turnip.
Okay, so you need to be wary of those sideways, because again, this is maybe the only timing you could actually punish a pitch player. It's when he completely misses the hit. Right. So he could actually jump in those situations, and it didn't happen there. I think there's not going to be a lot of other opportunities like this, so please be aware of this.
One interesting note about the Gordo is that if you are at a certain close range with DDD, you actually can't knock back the Gordo because the side B is still in the animation.
Yeah, as long as he has his hand out or he has hammer swinging, he's good.
Doesn't get could have gotten a way bigger punish. The lag is there. I do agree. Quite a lot, but gets a turnip nevertheless.
Yeah, and here I'm kind of okay. Just like what happened on this last game, this is again the same situation where he had to get out of the ledge, didn't manage to get to, and got punished accordingly by UIT. And for the first time in a while, he's in the driver's seat with a lot of advance.
Yeah, absolutely. And it seems that Jupe is actually getting a bit impatient a lot of the time. Ooh, nice tech. Nice tech.
He needed that.
But yeah, Jupe is getting slightly impatient. Like, he's approaching more than he should.
Yes, exactly, and this is why the advance that UIT had is currently like getting increased little by little. Full stock ahead, 121%. Yeah, sure, he needs to be ready, because this situation he didn't manage to get out of them like on a regular basis up to now. Okay, nothing.
Yeah, he's definitely getting a bit impatient. Maybe the ending of the last game got to him. And
either that,
he's kind of thinking about that when you should just be thinking about the current game.
That,
ooh, okay, interesting.
gather all that impatience in that up smash.
Sometimes the incorrect option works.
Yeah, when you just disconnect those 3 brain cells and use the last one, this is what happens. And as a heavy player, I do understand it too.
Yeah.
Still, the advance is still the same. 1 stock ahead for UIT here. And I love how he changed a bit his pattern. Yes, once he's in there and does find the opening, he's going to go for those same combos we've seen him before. But before that, he's just going to wait for Jupe to start the interactions and punish them afterwards.
Jupe is playing definitely a lot better. There's some conditioning I've been seeing, and a lot more patient play actually right now in this on his last stock here.
Yeah, but
still a huge lead for US.
And another thing is that we've seen the quality of the edge guard from UIT up to now, but from the side of UP, not that much. A few times he was on that stage and waiting for UIT to get to the ledge. He didn't get that much damage. Sure, finally won there, but it took one's whole game to get to this point.
Absolutely. It's...
What now? Okay, respecting all the options, but sure, Jupe is at only at 130% on his last stock. I don't see him approaching like without being careful.
I like some of the options Jupe has been going for, and it's definitely better right now than the first few minutes of the game, but its lead is really difficult.
I mean, I don't see... Again, if UIT just decided to close the game and not approach anymore, how could you win? Uh-oh. Oh, covering the roll in, I guess, sure, but as we've seen, Jupe is now quite careful about his approaches.
I like that,
Nice.
I like that. That covered a lot of options.
The Gordo Bro was there just to keep him safe.
Yeah, Jupe is gonna have to play pretty perfectly.
Yes, there's no other word.
You can't get hit by those back airs. That, you know, big character and the other side. That is. Doesn't break the armor at 200.
Boy. Now what? Okay. Now what?
Yeah. Still only a back air and forward air will kill. Maybe a neutral air sweet spot, but this it has to just.
Or
dash attack. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Yeah, dash attack is a burst option that Uuit actually didn't really use that game.
No, actually he was waiting to pull the trigger, and that was quite thoughtful. Again, he was going for those backers as we've seen a few times before, but he knew that he had those other options to get a kill. Obviously, I won't say early kill, considering the Penguin is already at 200% if I'm correct.
Yeah.
So yeah, getting a dash attack kill, sure, it was bound to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. And a valiant effort from Jupe, but Uuit is going to be taking it pretty solidly. Like, there was that one SD in the first game, but other than that, really solid gameplay, very patient, spacing out those back airs, playing the matchup pretty much correctly, getting all the combos when they counted, getting the ledge traps really consistently. Like, Jupe was stuck on the ledge for the entirety
when
of the set.
When you sum it up, yeah, at least 2 minutes overall, but the issue is we are in a BO3, so